Thanks, Crew. Thanks, Fleetwood. Looking at that intro, don't get me wrong, Hull and Peterborough did their jobs. That's what they're supposed to do. It's just disappointing to have got to that late and both of them had to lose. But nevertheless, we had to focus on our game. Sunderland 3, Oxford 1, massive 3 points. Hard struggle against 10 men, mind. I think it was a harder struggle than it should have been, really. I think especially once we went 2-1 up, I think that we were sitting back far too much and allowing Oxford far too much respect. But to be fair, like I've said, pardon me, on SFC Fan TV, and I've said it before this game, Oxford are not a bad side. They're a good side. And I watched them against Lincoln. They should have beaten them by more than one goal. And it was always going to be a hard game. And obviously, the red card, the red card was indeed the turning point. I'm not going to pretend it wasn't, because it was. But nevertheless, Sunderland had the job to do. And I think us getting level before half-time was pretty crucial, actually. I would say that it was one that started to tip the game in our favour a bit. And I just think in general, performance wasn't great today. But I think at this stage of the season, yes, I know people want to write on about performances, but it's all about the points. Points and results over performance at this stage of the season, regardless. Oxford, like I said, this was the first of a number of tough games. We've got Oxford. We've got 3 points. That game can be written off now. Then you've got the next 2 games, which are Peterborough and Charlton. I think there you need to get a win and a draw at least. And I think we could really do with going to Peterborough and getting a win, actually. If Fleetwood had held on and got a point out of the game, then I would have probably took a draw at Peterborough. But I think because we're below, obviously it's vitally important on Monday to not lose. Don't get me wrong, it is absolutely essential we don't lose that game. But I think if we can go there and win, and by the way, to do that, we are going to need to be on point defensively because they've got the best attack in the league, in my opinion, Peterborough. They've got Clark Harris, they've got Sammy Smodics, they've got Streaky Dembele, they've got Mowaisa, they've got players who can definitely hurt us. But if we can be solid, like really rock solid defensively, we'd have to keep a clean sheet in order to beat them, in my opinion. And we're certainly going to have our work cut out for us on Monday. But deal with that when it comes. As for this game, I felt the first half was scrappy and it was fairly even-ish. I thought anyway, maybe people will disagree. I thought that Oxford didn't do as much in the first half apart from the goal that they scored. Not in terms of goal mouth, creation of chances anyway. I did think that Sunderland, once we went 1-0 down, took a little while to get into it. But I did think we were at least trying to do the right things. I could definitely see that we were at least attempting to get forward. We were trying the neat little triangles, trying the through passes, through balls. And to be fair, I will give Jordan Jones, but right on half-time, Jordan Jones does brilliantly to get past 2 Oxford players into the right-hand side of the 6-yard box, outside the penalty area, passes it to Gooch, who taps in from the edge of the back post of the 6-yard box. Very well done. Obviously, I can't remember who it was who got sent off for Oxford, but it didn't look a particularly great challenge on 09, and obviously it was the second yellow. And right before McGeady scored, which was on 80 minutes, we did think, oh my God, this is not going to be our day, is it? And then thankfully, Aiden McGeady, from just outside the penalty area, thanks to an assist from Lynden Gooch, finds it into the bottom right corner. And then Oxford were starting to put some real pressure on us. But to be fair, as much as I can now look back at it after the game and say we actually dealt with it fairly well, we dealt with it okay. We dealt with it all right. And then obviously Chris Maguire and Charlie White did brilliantly to stop Oxford going forwards down the right hand side, put a cross through, Max Power, and just slots it past the keeper, which was just the massive relief that was needed. Out of Hull Peterborough and us, on paper we had the hardest game, I think. Don't get me wrong, Crew and Hull are not pushovers, without doubt, but I think Oxford's better than both of those. And Oxford certainly are a decent side, and it's a big, big 3 points. Now, we've just got to keep pushing on, keep winning, just keep going. Monday's huge. We'll take a bit of respite for that. I think the reason, by the way, one thing I will quickly say is, I think the reason Aiden O'Brien didn't play this game, I'm prepared to bet a bottom dollar that Aiden O'Brien starts against Peterborough on Monday. And I think the way that he's industrious, gets about the pitch, the work rate, that's going to be massive in a game like that. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll end another hoodoo at Peterborough because we haven't won there at London Road, I think that's the name of their stadium, since dropping into League One. So let's break another hoodoo, please. Anyway, I love you and leave you there, guys. Take care and stay safe. And thanks very much to like, comment and subscribing to us. It means a lot.